So dear students, so in this session, we will be discussing about the preparation of the common size balance sheet. So before we will go to the illustration or problem, so let us discuss something about the common size financial analysis. So basically in the financial analysis, there are two broad categories or broad two types, mainly horizontal and vertical. Horizontal analysis is like a comparative statement or comparative analysis. We already worked out problems on comparative balance sheet and comparative income statement, and we know that how to present the balance sheet and how to present the income statement, the format of the balance sheet. So asset side bifurcation should be done, fixed assets or maybe investment or current assets, and in the liability side, for our analysis purpose, the bifurcation we are making like shareholders equity, long term liabilities and current liabilities. Another technique of financial analysis is vertical analysis and is also called as common size analysis. So in this analysis, all the items or individual items in the liabilities and asset side will be represented in terms of percentage or proportionate value of percentage to the total assets or to the total liabilities. So let us take one example. Imagine that one household family getting expenses of nearly 10,000 per month. If you are staying in like a PG, so you will get around 10,000 per month expenses. So in that 3,000 you will pay with respect to the accommodation charges, and remaining one 3,000 you will pay for the mess or maybe the food, and remaining 2,000 you will get some expenses with respect to your study and all these things, and 2,000 for miscellaneous things. Now in 10,000 you have four categories: rent, food, and your education and miscellaneous. So you need to know how much percentage of rent expenses are incurred with respect to the total. So now if you take total 10,000 as base for all the calculation, that should be equivalent to 100 percentage. Now rent, if you pay 3,000, so in terms of percentage it will come nearly 30%. Means 3,000 divided by 10,000 into 100, if you do, you will get 30%. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಮ್ಮ 10,000 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 30% ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ನಾವು ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 30% will bear for food, and remaining 20% will have some expenses related to our study, and remaining last 20% for other things. So total it will be 100. So same formula now we will apply to the balance sheet. So here the three steps will be there. First step, specify the absolute figure given in the problem with respect to the accounting period. Second step, the total assets or liabilities should be considered as 100. And in the last step, all the individual items like individual assets and liabilities are expressed as percentage of total assets, as well as different liabilities are calculated in relation to the total liabilities. So directly we'll go to an illustration. Prepare the common size balance sheet of Anup Limited and Bansal Limited from the given information. So the given set of information with respect to the two companies. So the liabilities will be given like this: preference share capital, equity, reserve, long-term loan, bills payable, creditors, outstanding expenses, and proposed dividend. So if you make bifurcation here, so preference share capital, equity, reserve in one group, one category, all these three items you can consider. Long-term loan, long-term liability, and remaining these four items are current liabilities. Next, asset side, land and building, plant and machinery will be like considered as fixed assets, investment, and these are considered as a current assets, debtors, prepaid expenses, and cash balances. So you should know, students, before the preparation of the common size or comparative balance sheet, the first you have to write the balance sheet in the specified format. Now, solution part, the common size balance sheet you need to prepare for two firms. So as I told, the representation will be made first. So we need to redraft the balance sheet. So I told fixed assets will be coming in one particular group, fixed assets. After that, current assets will be in one particular group. Next, in the liability side, one group for like shareholders equity and another group for like long-term loan and current liabilities. Now, first column, the amount given in the problem, you are right. Now in the next column, we need to find out the percentage of that individual asset with respect to the total. Now, the total assets in this problem means in the case of common size, it should be considered as 100. So for both the companies, the total asset value 4,38,000 and 8,08,000, it should be considered as 100 percentage. Now, all the individual value in the asset side, starting from land and building to cash at bank, all the value we need to find out the percentage of total asset. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ನ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. Now how will know that? So how will get 18.26%? So the working note is given for that calculation. So proportionate percentage of land and building calculated like this: 80,000 value of land and building against the total 4,38,000 multiplied by 100, so we will get 18.26%. So ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಎಂತದ್ದು? 100% ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶೇಕಡ 18% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 18% ಯಾವುದುಂಟು? ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಉಂಟು. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ is nearly taking 18% in the total assets. So like that, the same formula we need to apply for remaining all the individual items. Like for example, for plant and machinery, here it is 76%. So if you total that, so total fixed asset value is nearly 94%. So you can imagine here, so total 100% only 94% is fixed assets. So remaining only I think 5% or maybe I think 6% is the current assets. So you will come to know here of Anup Limited. First we will calculate the Anup Limited calculation. So 3,34,000 divided by 4,38,000. If you do that, you will get 76%. So total fixed assets 4,14,000. So proportionate percentage is 94%. Next, Temporary investment 5,000. In terms of percentage, it is nearly 1.14%. So ಇದರರ್ಥ ಕೇವಲ 1% ಟೆಂಪರರಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಉಂಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ is 1.37%. Sundry debtors idu proportion only 0.91%. Prepaid expenses is 0.23%. Cash balance is only 1%. You can see. Next, total current asset proportionate is 5.48%. This is the case of Anup Limited. Similarly, for Bansal Limited, the same calculation. Land and building is 15%. Plant and machinery is 74%. So total fixed asset is 89%. Now, if you compare here, in the common size also you can come to comparative statement, comparative analysis. So if you compare here, Anup Limited is having 94% fixed asset. Bansal Limited is having only 89%. Andre Bansal Limited idu fixed asset alli investment ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಉಂಟು. I think they are near less by, I think the difference is nearly 5%. Similarly, for temporary investment in Bansal Limited, they are having 4%. Next, investment is 2%, 2.4%. Sundry debtors, they are having 1%. So compared to the Anup Limited, nearly they are having 1%, 1.6% like that. Next, prepaid expenses, here they are having 2%. Sorry, it is 0.25. Cash balance is 1.25%. So compared to the Anup Limited, so the cash balance is bit low with respect to the Bansal Limited. Next, set of calculation for the liability side. So liability side ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು redraft ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆಯುವಂತದ್ದು first ಗೆ share capital and reserves. So it's also called as owner's equity. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ preference share capital ಬರ್ತದೆ 1,20,000. So here in terms of percentage, ಈಗ total liabilities ಬಂದು 4,38,000 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. 4,38,000 ಅಲ್ಲಿ preference share capital value is 1,20,000. So in terms of 100, what is the value? So we need to find out that. So proportionate percentage of preference share capital is calculated here. So 1,20,000 divided by 4,38,000 into 100. If you do that, you will get nearly 27.3739%. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 27% 100ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ equity share capital is having nearly 31% or 32% we can take. Fine. Next, reserves and surplus is having 5.48%. So total shareholders equity is 64%. Next, long term loan they're having 25%. So I will get 25%. 1,10,000 divided by 4,38,000 into 100. Next, bills payable current liabilities ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತದ್ದು it's nearly 1%, 1.5% like that we can take. Sundry creditors is nearly 2.7%. So they're having sundry creditors, they need to pay. Outstanding expenses, they're having 3%. And last item is proposed dividend. On the liability side, the bifurcation will be like this. 64% is shareholders equity, 25% is long-term loan, and remaining 10% is current liabilities. So next set of calculation for Bansal Limited, 19% is preference share capital. So how will get 19%? 1,50,000 divided by the total 8,08,000. So you will get 19.8%. Next, 50% of equity share capital you are having. So if you compare with the Anup Limited, here they are having only 31 percentage of equity share capital, but here they are having nearly 50 percentage. So nearly they are ahead with the equities. So reserves and surplus they are having nearly 3.47 percentage compared to Anup Limited is bit low. Next, long-term loan, their position is only 14%. So they are not preferring the debt capital. So the equity is compared to the Anup Limited in the Bansal Limited is nearly 74 percentage. Next, coming to the current liabilities, bills payable is only 0.12. Sundry creditor is nearly, we can say that is 0.37 percentage. Outstanding expenses is 0.74 percentage, and proposed dividend is 11.15 percentage. So this is the common size analysis. Now based on this particular values, some interpretation we can make. So based on this particular facts or based on this particular data, the former company has dependent more on its own funds shown in the balance sheet. You can see that. So out of total investment, 74 percentage of, I think, Bansal Limited we can show here. So Bansal Limited is having 74 percentage of equity and only 14 percentage of debt capital. But in the case of Anup Limited, they are having only 64 percentage of equity and 25 percentage of a loan. So that is the first observation. So Anup Limited, the proprietors fund ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಶೇರ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. While the share of the outsiders fund or maybe the debt capital is nearly 34 percentage that we can see here. And so both the companies are suffering from shortage of working capital, because if you see the position of their current assets, so current asset is only 5.48 percentage of Anup Limited, but current liability is nearly 10 percentage. And same case, current asset of Bansal Limited is 10 percentage, but current liability is nearly 12 percentage. So some way the company is having the issue with the liquidity. So ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು liquidity position ಅಂದ್ರೆ current asset should be greater than current liabilities. So the ideal current ratio, always the ratio between current asset and current liability should be 2:1. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಲಕ್ಷ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸಾ. And finally the fixed assets, you can see that in Anup Limited the fixed asset account for 94%, you can observe here, but in the case of Bansal Limited is only 89 percentage. So it shows that actually they made some investment in current asset also. So both the companies face some working capital. So immediate steps should be taken to issue more capital or maybe the raising some long-term loan to improve the working capital positions, because working capital is very important to safeguard the company with respect to the liquidity position. So they have to run the company, so they are incurring the day-to-day expenses. So that's why immediately the company, they have to improve their working capital position or maybe we can say that their liquidity position. So these are the analysis or interpretation part with respect to this common size balance sheet. So ultimately we can recap on the solution. So whenever any problem is given, so go through that problem first. Next, in the solution part, make 3 steps. First step, redraft the balance sheet. Second step, here get the actual, what is that, total asset set to 100. And third step, all the individual assets and liabilities, to calculate in terms of percentage of the total. And finally, you go for some evaluation. Thank you.